Traders, potentially there is a big setup coming for the Canadian dollar. I'm going to take you through the data and some setups in a moment. Before I do that, I want you to answer this question for me. What did you change to help stay in a trade to full targets? Get in the comments section below. I'll be answering back to every comment. I want to know what you did in order to help you stay in that trade for longer. My theory goes with what I'm going to talk about next. So I'm on the Canadian dollar futures chart here. This is the inverse of what you would see on the US dollar CAD price. And there is a huge potential signal coming from the market in the form of a buying opportunity for the Canadian dollar. In my opinion, I'm looking at how the commitment of traders are positioned at the moment. Now, the red line down here is the commercials in the market. They are in the market for business. They are hedging their positions. We've got the green line down here, which is the non-commercials. They are in the business of making money in terms of hedge funds, but they are typically trend followers. But in the way of trend, we've actually had a very long-term range that has developed. This is a weekly chart of the US dollar CAD. And we're looking at the period here between sort of December, October of 2022 to current June 24. And you can see the market has stayed within a very large trading range, but something that's appeared right now is giving me the idea that price may not bottom out here and we may start pushing out to the upside. I'm not expecting breakouts basically to the downside. I'm expecting maybe a move higher. The reason being is because of where the commercials are positioned right now. We can see contracts have increased substantially to the long side here, to levels we haven't seen since June of 2017. And in June 2017, price rallied from 0.72s all the way up into the 0.82. So around about 1,000 pips to the upside there. But the difference with this one is where the non-coms are positioned right now. Non-commercials particularly can add in at times of reversals and extend short gains. We haven't seen this in a good while. It's actually, if we were going to look back at further data, we haven't seen short contracts on non-commercials this short for 20 years. And this is where I like to use the commitment of trade reports. I like to look at the extremes. I'm not bothered about the in-betweens of how the commercials and non-coms are positioned, but I am bothered when they're doing things that we haven't seen for a very, very long time. And that's what we're looking at here for CAD. We could see that this range low is the bottom for CAD futures, and we could see a move higher. So essentially a move lower in US dollar CAD potentially. Going on to the other data set that I can take you through then, obviously strength and weakness at the moment. The Canadian dollar here gaining strength from a reversal zone last week, +4, looking to potentially trade it against the euro, the pound, and the Japanese yen going into this trading week. Let's talk about CAD yen then. So we discussed in the live stream potential ways of getting involved with the market. The first one would have been to use volume profile, look for the higher volume levels within the market in order to look for potential trades and opportunities. One did appear this morning at 114.86. Price came into that level, rejected nicely away from that. We were looking yesterday at potential longs in and around this area here, simply because there was lots of volume being built in and around this point, and the market did react, rallied to the upside. But looking at this for me now, where would I potentially do business with the market? Well, I wouldn't be necessarily interested in getting long here because we're at highs. I don't trade at highs when I'm looking for long position. I trade at lows. So I either want to see price try and revisit 114.86 and reject, or I want to see price move into 114.80 where this volume was built yesterday in order to look for an opportunity to the upside. One opportunity we did discuss in a previous video was EuroCAD, and I was in particularly looking at this higher volume that had been created from this impulse leg lower. Obviously lots of selling pressure coming into the market at this point, and I was looking at the volume to see if there was a good chance that the market would reject in here. So personally, I am currently short on EuroCAD. Price is stalling a little bit here right now. I'm looking to target the lower volumes down in here. I wouldn't necessarily look to be trying to get short on this now, because price, I feel, has moved away from where the opportunity was. So I'm looking to see if price will just come a little bit lower into this volume zone here. Now, if the bigger picture plays out with the commitment of trader reports, we may see price breach 1.47 and continue lower. One opportunity that I'm looking at right now then, and I've placed an alert on, is pound CAD. 1.7480 is an area where volume has come into the market on this downside move that we've seen, and I'm looking to see if price will go and retest that in order for a very similar to move to what I did on EuroCAD. And we have larger volumes being built down towards these lows, especially in this sort of consolidation. So I'll be looking for potential short ideas around 1.7480 with an idea of targeting 1.7440 personally, because if price comes into that level and we have the fundamental and sort of sentiment drivers that we could see CAD strengthen and pound weaken in the short term, then I'm looking for opportunities to try and capitalize on that. Now, obviously, you need to do your own research. This is not trading advice. You need to have a look at your own research. Trading on margin is high risk, so please be aware of that. Let's go back to the question then. If you're stuck with the video so far, I want you to try and answer this question in the comment section. What did you change to help stay in a trade to those full targets? Help the live stream with some of their questions in these videos, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.